Alright, so a minute ago, I was just doing the update 9 and realized that I did not have my share screen for Discord open so people could follow along as I'm doing this. So apologize about that. I had to unmute my mic as well. But here we are in update 10 now for level 2. And as you can see, I went ahead and grouped this at the end of video 9 update. I can click off it, I can click back on it, it's still grouped together, and I can move it all at once. So okay, well, for now, I'm going to go ahead and continue. I've got to figure out how to raise the roof some, and I had to adjust the one room specifically, the one that you see highlighted there, for level 2 because it was already, or floor 2 and level 2, because it was already off balance a little bit, so I had to fix that. And since I had to fix that, then yeah, that's why that's all moved at the moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue here. Take this roof up of the next room over, and as you can see, it's a lot of the same problem because the things are different sizes and things like that. And for these rooms, when you walk in there, I'm gonna lock this before I go up and move the room so I can show you what I mean. Okay. When you come in here, obviously you can kind of see, that the roof is low. I'm trying to fix that right now. I got to adjust this light. This red light is not going to work. It's going to be a lighter, or not a lighter red, it's going to be a darker red. But yeah, it's not going to work, so I'm trying to adjust the height accordingly. So let me see here. Where's the thing for it? The adjuster. Where's the adjuster? Dang it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So move this up just a tad. And as you can see, it's already an issue because you can kind of see the problem that we're running into. Different sizes and stuff like that. You don't want that. And that should be enough now, but it's still the problem of this right here. Well, not the clicked part isn't the problem. It's the well, I mean, as you can kind of see, it's still all attached, so I've got to undo that so I can out-click these, adjust those accordingly. And then re-engage those so I can move it. Now I wanted these to stay like this because then I can click on them. I can adjust them as necessary. And then you see those are one. This is multiple, so that's an issue. Okay. Oh. Did you find the culprit yet? Okay. Well, the only thing I can really say is this, since that's all together like that. Then we're going to have to unshift or undo it. And then we're going to have to just click on each individual one and see. So you can see 0.8, 0.8. And that's the issue that is right there. Okay, so 1. We're going to move this. Okay. 0.8. I made the mistake earlier on, I guess, of putting everything to a smaller scale when I shouldn't have. So now I got to adjust it back to a full scale to make it look right. All right. And as was noted earlier, not all of these are the same because it will say multiple if it's different. And in this area, it said there was multiples, like see right here, one right there, so that one's fine. Just needs adjusted from where it's at because it's down a little bit. All right, so, and then if we mess this up, then we can always go and adjust this later, okay? And if you look at this too, you can kind of tell, okay? So you gotta come back over here and adjust this now accordingly because obviously it wasn't even with the others. These are down a little bit, so still gotta adjust them. And see again, multiple things again. Okay, 0.8. And yeah, that's gonna throw everything off when one of them is one size and the rest of them are something else, right? Okay. And it's the same thing. Again, 0.8. Adjust these. Adjust this one. There you go. Now, this works, but it doesn't. I'm going to explain why. Okay? This works because it fixed the roof part right here. And the reason why that is because of that light glare from down here to up here. That's why it looks like that. So, anyway, it's cool because now you can jump in here, right? Okay, so if I started from right here, I can jump in here now. Okay, but I'm going to show you. Whoop. Okay. Won't start me at the beginning of the map. I'll go upstairs and I'll show you. I gotta adjust the interface too, but not quite there yet. Okay, so as you can see, this part is still not good. I still gotta fix that, but now over in this part, I can jump, so that's good, right? As long as I have have the walls up here and stuff, then it's okay, and that's fine. But there still is an issue, and that issue is the fact that this is the second floor, so that's why this one is as that one is, because, and this one's going to be the same too. I'm going to adjust that here in a minute because I've got to take this whole top part out to fix this bottom part. To give the jump ability in the beginning of the level, I've got to take this whole top part out of the area so I can make adjustments. Just like you've seen in prior video, I have grouped everything and moved it, and that was annoying to put back together, but when you click everything and group it and then you can move it all at once, it makes it so much easier. But starts with moving all the walls and the roofs and stuff, and then it comes later with the lights, the flooring. So it's a lot of work. That's why I was saying earlier that this is going to be a challenge because there's a lot there to be done. Like, this part is good now. I can actually jump in here, so that's all right, but still more to do. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and continue because obviously if this part's good and I group it all together like that, then that'll be okay. That'll be fine. It'll look good if I have that part finished where everything is together and adjusted to size for the proper. and definitely a lot of things to click on. The part that I still need to figure out is, well, let me Control G this real quick and move this up. And let me show you real quick. Again, as you can kind of see now, right? Things are adjusted. It got to be brought down a little, but so bring it down like that. Now it's closed off. I mean, there's still some things that need to happen here, because like this is not even with the other one, right? So how do I fix that? Just like this. Just has to go up one. That's all. You can group that together and move it up, and it'll be fine. It's just weird though, because when I grouped it together and moved it and it's even there, then then here it's showing that it's not even. Oh, I know why. Well, it's not that either. Oh, I've got to readjust the scale. That's another thing too. Yeah. So that's a big problem for now. Okay, well, before we get into that part, let's Shift G this. Readjust this accordingly. So again, I don't know what I was thinking, but I put everything at an 0.8 ceiling level. Probably to make it easier to walk through instead of thinking about raising for the jump at the time. At least make it walkable through. Because I know that in the doorways, you would need to have an 0.8 to walk through the doorways, and that's probably what I was thinking here. But obviously, as you can see, even when I move it back to 1, it didn't affect it any. So now I'm paying for that mistake by having to re-edit all this stuff. Okay, well, let's move it to 1. Control G, because I don't want to lose that. Okay, yep. So I missed a bunch of these, so I need to go back and edit those as well. Move this to 1. Okay. And again, I need to adjust and move the walls up as well. But you'll see a difference here now. 1, everything is even all the way around. This wall needs to be increased some, but overall, you know, this, you know, initially, again, I'm going to show you right here. This was initially an issue. And if I readjusted that, you know, it wouldn't be so bad now. And obviously this looks kind of weird because, well, the wall got raised up and I still got to readjust the wall. So, okay. So let's see, what's next? Let's move this. And then you see it kind of blocks out a little bit now, right? And all this needs is a door now. And oh right, that's the issue here. Let's see, 0.8 I think on this one. Nope. Because again, for the doorways, you would have to do that. Why? Because if you don't do that, you won't be able to get in there. Okay? If I was to insert a door right here, that door would slide open. You'd be able to get in there and get what you need. And this red light wouldn't be shining out here because it'd be inside there. Okay? Alright. So now, the next thing, so we already adjusted that, is just in this wall here. Yep. And again, another dynamic that's going to change, right, is when those doors are there. I mean, you see them with without the doors on the things, right? And the doors will change how they look when they open and stuff. So, okay. So that part's done. Now, jump into this right here. Get this to fit the size. Let's see. As you can see, it needs adjusted for height as well. Which is why before, if you look at the earlier updates, you'll see that it's uneven, and I keep talking about, oh, I'm going to adjust it, oh, I'm going to adjust it. Well, I finally just did. So you don't have to worry about adjusting it no more because I finally did it, guys. Okay. There's still a lot of adjustment to be done, though, so it's not that there isn't any left. There's plenty still to do. And you got to make sure things are even, because otherwise things will get messed up as well. Alright, so now that this part is done, next part is this part here. Adjustment of this stuff, combining it all together so it all moves as one, right? Okay. Matter of fact, while I'm doing this, I can go ahead and just do this while I'm right here. So I'm going to need to eventually anyway, right? Not that one, just these bunch. And then Alt and drag. There you go. and then this and this. And the reason why is because, again, it's higher, so the still going to need the door height there, but it's now closed off. Okay. Okay. How do I adjust that? It's a little bit weird. Let's probably bring all this up to match, right? And I already had that one kind of already grouped together, but you know, a lot of times you won't have them grouped together yet, so make sure that when you start clicking a bunch of them that you group them together so that way it can be moved together. Okay. One thing I do want to know, let me Shift G this, good, and then Control G to regroup it. Okay. Good. Okay. All right, and then you move this up. There you go. All right. Hopefully it doesn't adjust things too much. I might have to go back and maneuver that one because that is a 0.81. Group G, or Control G, excuse me. Grouping, though, is very important. This would make it where you don't have to group all the time just to make it where you need to. Okay. So, we're going to Shift G this. We're going to unclick these two. And we're going to click these. And we're going to group them in. Okay. Control G. Now if I click off this onto this, all these are together now. Okay. Now the only reason I'm looking at this right now, right, is because this should be a 1. And should fit with everything else, right? I don't know. Still don't look right. Okay. Okay. So that's okay. Just kind of curious. Let's see. Actor. Place actor. I'm going to get a point light real quick, so I can see better pretty briefly here. Okay. This just needs moved up a little bit, that's all. See? That's why it looked awkward. Okay. So there you go. Now that doorway is fixed. And now you can jump in this room because I made height for it. There's still a lot of the adjustments needed for the second floor level 2. But now that this part is finished, the next step here, just like I did over here, you see I evened out the wall. So before I finish doing everything that I'm doing here, the next step is this. Getting all these, making sure they're the proper height at 1. Everything seems to be in order, so that's good. Okay, 1, good. So you move it up, and then when you do that, then just Alt and drag it back down. Oh, well, don't do that until it's even with your other one. And there you go. Now if you go back in here, you won't see any, whoop, dang it. You won't see little fine-tuned edges going on the outside because you actually got that covered now. I need to do some adjusting here. Move this up. Okay. So there you have it. That part is finished now. And again, I'm going to have to adjust the flooring. I'm going to have to see as well, you know, like, because I got to do the bottom floor, which is why you see this here. But for now, okay, this is what we're going to do. Gonna get all this together. And I did learn a new lesson on this already too, which was, you know, you saw that I had originally grouped something together. You can ungroup it real quick and then regroup it with everything else once you have everything clicked that you want. You're making it a lot easier to keep everything close together. So like say I had this, right? And say it was all grouped. Then I could ungroup it real quick and then say I wanted to start adding in a bunch of stuff. Then I shift click out of this and I add the other things I want, and then I do Control G again and it locks everything together to make that proper adjustment. Okay, so let's go ahead and move this up now. As you can see, it's then now gets everything here. The only thing we have left to get is the outsides, right? Yep, I don't want that one yet. We're on another stream. Okay. Alright, and then because of this issue of adjusting a little bit, oh, I want to make sure that everything is lined up properly, which it's not at the moment because you can see that's a little off on there. So adjust this down a little bit. As you can see now, it's locked. So if I come back down here, I know this doesn't look right. I'm still going to have to adjust that accordingly. This part right here. But if you look at it from down here, you can see why, you know, but yeah, just got to make some adjustments. I'm trying to get it all grouped together, that's all. So let me go ahead and Shift G and then Control G, so it's all together. This one's all together for the most part, but let's Shift G that. And then there's a few more still need to put in here. As I was just talking about a minute ago, you can still add to it as long as you Shift G out of the old one and then Control G to relock it, so then that way it does the proper adjustments needed. So to show you, that's all it is right there. Just needed to bump up one. That's why it was a little bit uneven. And it looks uneven on the top because I still got to add this part, which I'd have to unlock all that, or I'd have to unlock this one and then just click this bunch and then bring it over. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this update of Crow's Castle Level 2, and we'll see you all soon for more updates as we adjust the ceiling height in Level 2. Stay tuned for more videos, and Level 3 videos will be posted later today.